All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Arsenal versus Madrid. Just first, I gotta say, come on! I cannot believe that. I mean, literally the day before the game, I played a adult league game, and there's a guy on the other team who told me he was a big Arsenal fan as well. And we were talking about going into it, the kind of lack of confidence we had to have. I mean, we just lost Gabriel, who is one of the best center backs in the world. I mean, he and Saliba are the best pairing in the Prem. So, yeah, we were talking about how we were nervous for the game and how Kiwi were going in. It was going to be a lot, but I cannot believe that game. The first and most important thing is that Declan Rice might have just solidified himself as the best free kick taker of all time. Obviously, I'm joking, but I cannot believe that. 2 free kicks in the same game does not happen pretty much ever. I mean, even Messi's free kick percentage was somewhere around like 9%. He converted almost 9% of his free kicks. It might be more, but that's what I remember seeing. And wow, those free kicks were some of the best I have ever had the pleasure of laying my eyes upon. To get that much curve and that much technique on a ball is ridiculous, especially from a CDM. I mean, we're talking, that's Pirlo levels right there. That is a Andrea Pirlo level free kick. So what a game, what a fantastic performance. That absolutely shocked Real Madrid. And let's talk about the breakdowns going into the next round, or not next round. Let's go into leg 2. So we're in great standing. Arsenal just can't concede 3. I mean, that is genuinely the only thing that needs to happen is don't concede 3. And our defense is by far and away the most solid, I think, in the league. Now, that's obviously a little suspect to say just because we've conceded way too many goals and we've had way too many draws, but that's something that's always consistent. We've had most of our problems and our struggles up top as of late. I mean, it was one thing to bring Mikel Merino in, who is a center mid. He was a center mid when he came in, and then throw him at striker. And I mean, even Kai Havertz is someone who's similar to that. He goes striker or midfield. That's the 2 options in between. Gabriel Jesus being injured is another unfortunate thing. Other major factors is we've had the worst luck with injuries. We got Saka back, thankfully, but Calafiori's out. Now Gabby's out. Havertz is out. So it's just unfortunate that we had these injury strains, but the fact that we were able to hold on is pretty incredible. So I am thrilled. I am thrilled to see what comes of the next leg. Playing at the Bernabeu is stressful, but I mean, we just held on so well. Well done to Jakub Kiwior, first of all, to be so young and yet so composed. That is the wonderful thing and brilliant thing about Arsenal as a club, and I think Arteta as a manager has to for sure instill that in these players. Our team is still young. We still have a very, very young team. I mean, Martin Odegaard's a captain, and he's in his early 20s still. I mean, I guess mid-20s now, but he's a young guy. And he got that captain armband a couple years ago, too. So he's been a leader from a young age, and it's just a brilliant thing to see. It's a brilliant thing to see that this young talent can be so influential and kind of break the mold of the typical oldest player being the captain. I mean, whenever I think of captain, a few players come to mind. Roy Keane being one of them. He was a captain's captain. Old, slow, aggressive, violent, but he'd keep his players in line. He'd yell at them. He had no fear when talking to them. Even if it was talking to a Cristiano Ronaldo, who is, one of the best players of all time, the second best player of all time in my opinion, he would yell at him. He'd keep him in line. And then another captain's captain is, I think of Del Piero for Juve years ago when Juve had their scandal and they had to drop down to Serie B. He did not transfer to Madrid who wanted him or any other major club. He stayed with Juventus because he was the captain, and in his words, the captain goes down with the ship. So Odegaard, I think I wouldn't say he's on that level as a captain. He's not someone that I see being aggressive and overly dominant with his position of power in the club, but I do see him as an outright leader, as someone who's very respected on the field, and I think that it's his chemistry with Arteta that allows him to be such a successful captain. I think he understands Arteta's orders well. I mean, they both come from that midfield mindset. You know, Odegaard's just playing on the attacking end, Arteta was playing on the defensive end, but their two strong suits are passing, right? So I think that they just have a similar mind, a playmaker's mind, and that's why he can translate. He can translate the orders and ideas of Arteta so well to his team. Anyways, other things. Bayern losing was very surprising, but also not. Bayern has been a little confusing as of late. I haven't seen them keep a clean sheet in a while. Even in the Bundesliga, even against a team like FC St. Pauli, who I'm pretty sure are still in relegation. They conceded 2, I think. And that came to bite them. And it showed with Inter. I mean, Inter's last goal, Fratesi scoring in 88th minute, 89th minute, just end of the game goal. That was a lack of discipline in the back. That was a counterattack that usually Bayern is the team for discipline in defense. I mean, you think of Joshua Kimmich. He is disciplined defender. But maybe it's because of the changes they've had recently. They've got talented defenders back there. We've got Kim Min-jae, Upamecano, Eric Dyer is back there. I mean, that's someone who is storied in this game. Alphonso Davies, obviously. You know, I'm not saying these all players all played, but I'm just saying that's who they have on the roster for defenders. And yeah, they all have like significant ability to defend, and they're great players. But I think that Bayern's inability to protect their net is really what's biting them. Their goal scoring ability was also limited in that game. Inter Milan is a great defensive team as well. I mean, they took it all the way to the final last year. So it's going to be a battle in the second leg. It's going to be a battle. That's a given. And I'm excited to see it, and I'm excited to watch it. And for those of you who play FIFA or FC now, I guess, we got a lot riding on this next leg because I did the Upamecano SBC, and I want him to get upgraded. So let's get the ball rolling, Bayern. They've disappointed me this year with their lack of upgrades to their players. So, yeah, other news. Let's talk more about the channel itself. So, as I told you at the start, this channel is for a class. It's for a class I'm taking at KU. And I've struggled. You'll notice there's one video on here right now. This will be the second. And I'm supposed to be doing 3 a week, 3 15-minute long videos a week. I don't think I can do that. I've tried. The weather has been all over the place as of late. And the worst thing is I try to film content for this class, doing tutorials and stuff. I went to a field, got everything out. I even put AirPods in. I was thinking, okay, great. The microphone's going to be right here. It's not going to be a muddled audio. And it was a muddled audio. You couldn't hear a word I said. And it just looked terrible. So that was about an hour and a half of my time filming that I just spent, and I'm not getting that back. So it's been frustrating. Another great thing that happened is the same Monday Night League I'm playing, I try to avoid bringing my ball because everyone knows you bring your ball to the kick around, there's a standing 37% chance someone's going to kick it into a field and lose it, which is exactly what happened. My ball got put into play. Someone booted it all the way down. I don't know where it went. Either someone lifted it or it is really, really well hidden in a gigantic grass field. Couldn't find it. I looked for a while. So that was my only soccer ball too, because I had a whole bag that I borrowed when I was coaching, but I had to give it back. So didn't have a ball. So I managed to get another one. And yeah, that was a more thing. So it's just turning into a lot. So what I want to do, realistically, my life is so much deeper than just coaching and watching soccer and talking about soccer and all that. And I want to reflect that in like just how I talk, and if I'm going to create content, I want to reflect it in that. My sister-in-law, she does a lot of content creation and lifestyle stuff, so I got some advice from her, and I'd love to open the door to lifestyle stuff, because the way I do things is I want to kind of open the door to everything I do in life just being open. Open the door to open. I guess if that makes sense. It might be a contradiction, but yeah, I just want to open my door up so anything and everything I do can just be talked about, and I can explain everything, because I love being an open book. And something that I really, really want to get into for my YouTube short videos is I'm going to post myself reading the Bible, because that is ultimately the most important thing to me. And truthfully, here's your first moment of open and honesty. I've not been good at it as of late. I haven't been able to read as much as I should. And to me, it's unacceptable. And I don't want the things I do in life to be convenient excuses to get me out of it. So I don't want to say, I don't have time because I have to make a video like this, or I don't have time because I have, I'm in 18 credit hours this semester. And I think 18 credit hours is generous for the amount of work some of these classes are making me do. And on top of that, I got to go and pick up shifts, and I got to work. So I'm busy, but I don't want that to be an excuse. So I'm going to translate this into a lifestyle / everyday type of thing, so that I can always be positively influencing myself and hopefully positively influencing you guys, all while fulfilling the submission requirements. So with that being said, I think that I'm going to love to start posting just me reading chapter of the Bible and talking about stuff. And I want to cover all my bases. So yeah, that's kind of what I have in mind. I hope that I can kind of get this content going in the direction I want it to. One of my ideas is I want to kind of change my style to be more just sit down and talk videos, almost like a podcast, and then to have a little bit of my content be the coaching and teaching still, if I can have the time. So that's the trade-off. But yeah, anyways, I hope that makes sense. I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from. It's almost maybe like a diary too. Excuse my, as you can see, I've been really efficient. The bed is unmade and LeBron is crooked. So, well, I would never say that about LeBron. LeBron is not crooked. He is a very clean athlete. The picture of LeBron is crooked. You'd think I'm two deers beep. Anyways, so that's the type of thing. If I talk as much as I do, I'm bound to make some errors. So I'm leaving that in, mostly because I am really bad at editing videos. And this class, I thought I was going to learn how to edit videos and learn how to create content, not just start posting content. But you live and you learn, and you pay $1,200 for that. So anyways, yeah, but look, I just want to be someone that enjoys what I do. And life's been stressful as of late. Life has been very stressful. I got so many things in the docket coming up that it's like, you got to pay for this. You got to get ready for this. You got to sign up for this. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. It's kind of just, I feel like there's just a dumbbell square in my chest at all times. And I'm not a big fan of the feeling. So, yeah. I'm hoping that the more I talk through stuff, the more I kind of open the door to just communication, the better it'll feel. And I'm excited for that. So anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me yap once again. I'm hoping that this week I can get out and just make good content for y'all. I got stuff coming up. I got a golf tournament coming up, so I got to start playing some practice rounds of golf. I'd love to film that and talk through stuff, coach through that maybe. Saying that as if I'm good at golf. I'm not great. Love to start reading the Bible with y'all. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Only big YouTubers say that, so why can't I?